I will be informing you about a small country in South America called Ecuador. I've done extensive research on this country. First, I'll see about its culture, then I'll see about its government, and after that, I'll see about its verbal and nonverbal communication. And then when I'm finished communication, the last two things I'll tell you about is it's it's interesting and current events happening. So Ecuador's culture is depends on its what region you're from. So like if you're from the Amazons, or if you're like in the in the capital like Quito, um, the main thing that separates them is clothing. You can distinct different parts of the country by its clothing. Like someone from the Amazon or the forest will wear clothes that are more around its the forest and such things like that, and the other ones for like the cities would be more comfortable clothing that doesn't depend on the environment as much. And another thing about Ecuador's culture is its sport. The main sport that's played in Ecuador is football or soccer. It's called in America, and uh, uh, soccer is so famous over there that they're in their neighborhoods there's little heroes. And after that it's the I'll start with the government. And the government in Ecuador is a presidential government. It's a multi-party, uh, and it's a four. The presidents go for four years, but they could go again for another 4 years after that. And the most recent uh, votes have happened to be with the Liberal and Socialist Party, and Ecuador's its government has the currency it runs on is U.S. American dollars, and its legislative has around 100 or more members in it. And now that I've talked about Ecuador's culture and government, I'll now talk about its verbal and non-verbal communication. The verbal communication is Spanish, and in with Spanish, it's it's very much like other modern Spanishes, and Ecuadorians are very nice in the fact that they will tell you what you want to hear instead of what they actually want you to hear. So uh, they want to leave you a good impression. And for non-verbal communication, Ecuadorians will kiss people on the lips that they are very comfortable with, and in non say people who they aren't comfortable with, they will give them a firm handshake. And for say you're meeting someone in Ecuador, you'd want to they you would give them a formal handshake as they're not comfortable and do not know you personally. But if they did, they would have given you a kiss on the cheek on both sides. And now that I'm talking about Ecuador's verbal and non-verbal communication, I'll now talk about their current news. And in the current news, is that an there's been an earthquake that has killed 15 people and injured hundreds more. And this earthquake happened not too long ago, which it's been the most devastating earthquake since 2016. And another current news is that Ecuador's president is fighting for the women there, and since the women aren't treated as good as the men are over there, he wants to bring equality to them. And now I'll be talking about the interesting news that I've that I've seen. There has been a cocaine bust from its food has gotten from other countries. So they found tons and tons of cocaine, and I think it's bananas. And now that I've talked about its culture, government, verbal and non-verbal communication. And for the last two, it's current and interesting news. I hope that one day you would go to Ecuador and see its beautiful lands. Thank you.